Hi Capricorn, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your October 2024 career tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at your job, your career, your finances, your self-worth. Where is it that you need to maybe course correct now that we are almost to the end of 2024? Where is it that you need to look at what needs to change now that we are in eclipse season? Remember Capricorn, we did have that eclipse in Pisces back in September. Do take a look at those October as well as September monthly tarot readings that will help you just reassess where you are at. Remember, we are having Pluto take its last few months here in your sign, Capricorn. So these are big months for you, especially. I would say between now and November, you will have some big moments here with your career. So let's take a look at what Spirit is telling you. Look at that. You're starting off with the Wheel of Fortune. What did I say? So first week of October, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Page of Cups. Second week finds you with the Six of Swords, as well as the Three of Swords. Third week of the month finds you with the Emperor card. Mars energy there, very nice. Mars, Aries energy, very interesting there, as well as the Empress. So interesting that you get both, possibly dueling conversations though, with one in reverse. And the last week you have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Now, let me tell you what I think is already very interesting here the last few weeks of the month, Capricorn. You have all of these almost like court cards, even though the Empress and Emperor aren't necessarily court like, you know, Queen, King, that type of court. But the Empress and the Emperor are like the highest of the high. Then you have the Knights that are like bringing in all this information. There is something here going on in your life, possibly important family news, something going on at work, something going on with your organization these last few weeks of the month. So really pay attention, Capricorn, what goes on in your life those last few weeks of October, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and ask Spirit to send you a card representing the energy you moved out of September with. Spirit, if you can send Capricorn a card representing September's energy that they bring into October. And you have the Hangman in reverse. So the Hangman in reverse, Major Arcana, is a card of enlightenment. No longer feeling confused or possibly now seeing things in a different light. I do think for many of you all, Capricorn, that Pluto moving back into your sign in September could have been an aha moment. This is an energy that you are probably moving through between September and November. And I do think that this is going to continue. I don't think it's just going to be a 1 month energy. And I do think pay attention to the people that you are coming into contact with and all of the themes that you are just coming into contact with your boss, the people who are in power, any kind of Saturn-led I just heard Saturn-led organization. So if you are someone who belongs to a bank or an organization that is responsible for, big, large amounts of information, there's some kind of Saturn lessons being taught here throughout these next few months, Capricorn. Just pay attention to where it is you are being steered, okay? Now, lastly, let's go ahead and pull a card representing an oracle message for the month of October for your career. And we have the Strength card in reverse. So the Strength card in reverse is this Leo energy, but it also is this energy of where is it that you have been possibly not in balance, possibly not taking the correct measures to make sure you feel good about yourself, but also that you are balancing out your life, Capricorn. For many of you all, this could be a really important step in determining how much of your life is not going the way that you were thinking by this time of the year, especially in your career. And I do think that you're going to need to pull back in some areas of your life and possibly put more energy into other others, meaning if you have noticed that your home life has been lacking and you're not getting enough time with your children, or you're not getting enough time with your spouse, or enough time with your pets, whatever it is, or just showing your own self some love with, getting exercise. There's something here where there's an imbalance, and Spirit wants to remind you this is just as important as your job, if not more. And this is something you're going to need to revisit during the month of October. So please keep that in mind during this month. So looking over your cards, Capricorn, we kind of already talked about that third and fourth week. I can see here during the second week of the month, you are having some type of emotional challenge here, and you could be thinking about mentally checking out or leaving a situation. This could be your actual job, or it just could be maybe a conversation. That will be interesting to see. And I do think that this first week of the month, I think is interesting that you're starting off with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So that already starts off the month with like this twist of fate that possibly doesn't go in the direction that you were hoping, or that you were planning, around that solar eclipse Libra new moon on the 2nd. And then we have Mars in Cancer entering its retrograde shadow there on the 5th. So during this time, Capricorn, pay attention to if you are having any type of like inklings that something's not quite right. Something just doesn't feel, you're getting into a business deal, or you're getting ready to sign something that just doesn't seem like, or you just need to check something. It feels like there is some type of messaging here, emotional help, that someone may reach out to you and say, hey, before you sign that, make sure you call and, verify if they have all their financing in check, or, before you sign on the dotted line. It just feels like there's something here where you could regret something later on. Those are the kind of the messages I'm getting that first week of the month. And that solar eclipse Libra new moon could be something where you're starting this conversation with relationships. So something there too could come to light that first week of the month, Capricorn. Now, by the time you're moving to the second week, this is when we do have Jupiter in Gemini retrograding on the 9th. And we also have a stressful day on October 13th. This is when we have Mars in Cancer squaring Chiron in Aries. We have Mercury entering Scorpio. This means emotional highs and lows, okay? Mercury entering Scorpio is never a fun place for many people, just because Scorpio goes to the depths. Scorpio knows how to like dig deep, like just keep digging. And to me, this looks like that's what you're dealing with on the 13th, or around mid-month, where you are like done. You are done either having a heated conversation with someone where you're just like, okay, I've heard enough, or someone is just like, you're not agreeing with them. So just try to bite your tongue, just try to listen, be respectful, and try and get through it as much as you can, Capricorn. Remember, tensions are high. On this same day, we also have the Sun in Libra. Sun trining Jupiter, and we also have Mercury in Libra squaring your sign, Pluto in your sign. So that could be big for you all as well. So this is a lot of tension this month, and I do think that you all with Pluto in your sign is going to be feeling that, especially once Scorpio season starts rearing up, because remember, Pluto is one of Scorpio's co-rulers, so you may start feeling that even more, okay? So by the time we get to the third week, I do think that that October 17th Aries full moon, that is indicative of that Emperor card right there. And that Empress in reverse, there's some kind of dueling energy here. A couple could be arguing here, difference of opinion. If you have a company that possibly is run by man and woman, or possibly a family, seems like there could be some kind of strife going on. Something is revealed at this Aries full moon that could dwindle out, or some kind of conversations are happening, or this could just be you needing to take charge, and then someone has an opposing view to you around that Aries full moon on the 17th. A few days later on the 22nd is when we do have the sun entering Scorpio. Once we move into the sun entering Scorpio, this is going to be more of that Martian energy coming up to light. So be prepared for like dueling personalities, strong personalities at your work with clients coming out towards that 3rd and 4th week of the month. And I already told you, with all of these almost like court cards coming out, these nights at the end of the month where it's once again dueling personalities, conversations, someone's trying to come in quick, but maybe they're like cut off at the pass, like a conversation is cut off short with that card in reverse. It does look like by the time we get to the end of the month, when we do have that October 30th Mercury in Scorpio opposite Uranus in Taurus, watch out for job, career, money conversations not going the way people want. Mercury in Scorpio, very deep, but then that next day we have that Scorpio new moon. So this is going to be a big month for many people, Capricorn. Really pay attention to group dynamics here, especially with all this Libran energy, especially at the beginning of the month. And by the time you get to the end of the month, when we're in all of that Scorpio season, be prepared for people to be duking it out, battling it out. Like these conversations are going to probably go into the month of November. So please, if you can just try to keep yourself cool. And if you can't deal with it anymore, this may not be the place you need to stay. You need to figure out, is this a company you still want to work with? Are these the clients you still want to work with? Maybe it's time to find another job. So I hope this was helpful for you, Capricorn. Drop me a comment below. Let me know, what are you looking forward to in the month of October in your career, and I'll talk to you later.